All right, here we go. A Fox News alert. Police now believe the escaped killer in Pennsylvania is armed with a stolen rifle after breaking into a home.
Yeah, the homeowner reportedly firing 7 shots at Danelo Cavalcante as police form a new search perimeter overnight.
Brooke Singman has the latest. Hey, Brooke.
Hey guys, that's right. We are learning escaped prisoner Danelo Cavalcante broke into a home late last night in East Nantmeal Township, Pennsylvania. Now, local outlets are reporting that the homeowner shot at him several times, but he still managed to get away with a stolen rifle. Pennsylvania State Police saying, quote, he is armed. Residents in the area are asked to lock all doors and windows, secure vehicles, and remain indoors. Do not approach. Call 911 if seen. Now, hundreds of police officers have now flooded the surrounding areas to track down the dangerous killer. It's been reported that a green hoodie and a pair of prison shoes belonging to Cavalcante have actually been found nearby. Now, this convicted killer has been spotted in several townships across Pennsylvania, with this last manhunt being just 40 miles northwest of Philadelphia. Now, this development comes as we head into the second week since Cavalcante escaped from Chester County Prison. He had been sentenced to life in prison for stabbing and killing an ex-girlfriend back in 2021. Now, he was also seen by police over the weekend after he showed up at the homes of 2 former co-workers. As you can see here, it looks like he is freshly shaven, and police say this man is dangerous and they will not stop until he is apprehended. Listen.
Prepare for the long game. And the long game is what we do best. The U.S. Marshal Service, like the Colonel said, does fugitive investigations every day. This is a manhunt, and all that means to us is that it's a longer fugitive investigation with more resources.
Police have now raised the award for any information leading to Cavalcante's arrest to $25,000. Guys.
All right. He did that crab walk up the side of the wall. We saw that, and then got up to the roof and then escaped. And apparently someone else had done that, Brooke, at the prison, I think a few weeks before or earlier. That's where I got the idea.
They had a prison guard. Thank you, Brooke. They had a prison guard actually on duty that was looking, that stopped the other guy from getting out beyond the perimeter. This guy did the same upwards crab walk.
Oh, is that who this guy is on the right?
He's like watching
the
out.
lookout guy?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he's going to get in trouble, but then again, he's in prison already. What's going to happen to him?
Right.
So this guy gets out, and he's clearly a threat. He's got nothing to lose. And he has been able, in a very woodsy area, to somehow survive. But they say he's getting desperate because police say he's calling people he barely knows.
Yeah, didn't he call some ex-co-workers?
Yeah.
And he was, the week before this, before he escaped on August 31st, I believe, he was handed a life sentence for stabbing his ex-girlfriend. He stabbed her 30 times.
He's tried to contact
her kids.
Yeah, I mean, he's a convicted killer.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to lose, as Brian said. He's been on the run for 13 days. Now he's broken into multiple homes that's been confirmed.
Changed his appearance, trying to approach associates. His sister now may be deported by ICE because he's trying to make contact with her. There's a question about whether or not has been trying to help him. Now he gets his hands on a .22, which is not the same as an AR-15. It's not as deadly a rifle, but still means he's armed. And apparently this homeowner took some shots, wasn't able to hit him. But what a scary situation for people that live in that area. You turn your lights off at night, and you lock your doors, and you realize there's someone on the loose with nothing to lose. And you got to hope police can hunt him down.
Yeah, they don't think he was hit because there was no blood found, but they're not sure.
All right, so if you see him, call the state police, 717-562-2987 with any information. They thought they had the whole perimeter. Then he breached the perimeter. Now they made a different perimeter. It's not easy, but know what the fundamental issue was? They are understaffed at their prison. Nobody wants to be a prison guard. Everybody is overworked. So they have a skeleton crew, and that allows people like that to get out, because nobody wants to do law enforcement these days in comparison to other years, and nobody wants to do the prison work.
Yeah, when you talk to corrections officers, they are also, it's not just a one spot where they're understaffed. It's across the country in a lot of places.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.